Unite the Right Rally 1 in Charlottesville after a fire hose of pro-Nazi sentiment in liberal media and Donald Trump certainly. Thousands of neo-Nazis, openly wearing khakis and not even hiding their faces, marched on a Robert E. Lee statue, screaming, "Jews will not replace us." The next day, a neo-Nazi that drove all the way from Ohio drove into a crowd and killed anti-fascist Heather Heyer. It seemed at that moment that there was no way out of it, and it didn't feel like the federal agencies were going to do anything about it. So people took matters into their own hands. I will not be going into detail with what people did as far as unmasking certain neo-Nazis and leaking the details of their private correspondences all over the internet. Maybe some other stuff on the streets as well. The media spent a whole bit of time in that process shitting on the anti-fascists who bravely took matters into their own hands when the institutions propped up the fucking neo-Nazis. Never forget. But why am I telling you the story? Because people took this matter into their own hands. Unicorn Riot is an example of a group that comes to mind. And then the second Unite the Right rally was sparsely attended. It was attended by 30 people or something, surrounded by thousands of anti-fascists that had stormed the streets to counter-protest against this tiny, minuscule neo-Nazi rally. This is what I remember. This is what I experienced. This is what we all, in some ways, lived through. So that's why right now, while the situation is different, and it seems like liberals are not necessarily interested in even doing a little bit of hashtag liberal resistance, and mainstream media is falling apart, you still have people power. You still can rely on your neighbors. You still can rely on your community. That's it. If the institutions won't protect you, others around you will. Just remember that. Anyway, that's why I don't shit on anarchists that much, even though I do shit on them a great deal. Because no matter what happens, no matter how smelly and crusty they might be, they're always at the forefront of mutual aid and community organizing, even though they do exhibit record behavior when it comes to class solidarity or any sort of solidarity principles. They're still always there to help.